This is Rogue Wing, Coraline, or Helen RD over at Starship Modeler. Welcome to the workshop. Good evening. Well, it's evening where I am anyway. Alright. What should theoretically be the last time we're looking at plating. Got the plating on the upper end, or the bottoms of the upper engines. Decided to go ahead and leave the tops the way they were, just because that looks armored enough for me. But the bottoms definitely needed to be armored. And I worked on the lower engines as well. These, I admit, I didn't do a lot with, but it fits in with what was showing on the armor plating. The bottom, or the inner part of those, I've decided to just leave like it is, because that looks like some equipment that might be needed to keep exposed. With that done, I'll probably turn my attention to modifying the pods for the new struts, and we'll seriously get underway here. Alright, quick little update. Actually, I've actually gotten some, I don't know, actual construction work done. We'll start with the biggest bit. I've gone in using Abe's epoxy sculpt and added the supplemental struts to the pods. I did them on the foil so I can get them off the foil later. But it's basically, I roughed in the shape with the Aves. My gosh, it actually looks like I may have gotten them about the same size too. Good. Roughed them in with the Aves. Then trimmed them with that plastic card I've been using. Texture stamped them. At this point, they're pretty much waiting for me to cut the openings for the LEDs and put the rest of the flight pod together. Got some other actual construction done. The flight decks have been glued into the bottom of the pods. I've also gotten the bottom of the head assembled, as well as the top of the head. Obviously, I still have to go in, do some light blocking work in here and down here, and make the mods I need to make to insert the LEDs, as well as insert them through the main body there. Also, step away for a minute, come back, kind of started planning out what I'm going to do with the base. What I'm going to do is take something like this, obviously not this because, gee, it's covered in paint, it would take forever to strip. But something, you know, a box kind of like this, so I can put the power supply under it, and then take what would have been the kit base, would probably be a little bigger, and kind of center it on there. I'll probably make the actual base about that long and maybe about that wide. But use that as kind of a plaque rather than the actual base. Now, barely visible on the naked plastic are the lettering for the Galactica. Well, obviously we're not doing her as the Galactica. So to fix that, gone in, resized the Solaria crest to fit the base. I have also gone in, scanned the kit decal sheet and changed. I doubt very seriously you're going to be able to come even remotely close to reading that. But I changed the number at the end of the runways to be the BS-47, since, you know, we're not landing on the Galactica. But those won't take much. But before I do too much more on the flight pods, I needed those done. Back soon. Okay, we are taking advantage of the weather today. Outside on the porch to get first bits of light block going. Taking a lesson I learned from the Galactica build, where I just blocked it on the outside and my battle damage made light leak very prevalent. This is the coat of flat black. Probably come in a bit and either do another coat of flat black or then hit it with a coat of probably gloss white to help reflect the light inside better. But this is where we're sitting. Okay, we're back at it. Black coat's dry. So, added the white coat to the interior of all the pieces that are going to need the light block. The only thing I haven't done here is the struts leading into the flight pods. But I'll hand block them once I've got a better idea what I'm actually going to need to block. The rest of this, once this paint dries, be ready for me to start rigging lighting. Okay, still at it today. Got a little more done after getting the stuff outside. Gone ahead and given the flight decks a coat of gray and a coat of gloss, so I can go ahead and get the runway markings on them before I start dealing with assembling the flight pods. I've also taken the middle section of the alligator head, and though you can't see it too well from this side, should be able to tell that I've spent some time drilling a whole bunch of little bitty holes, as well as the hole in the back to let the wires come through. That should be about ready for lighting. So at this point, I'm seriously going to have to start wiring some stuff and soldering some stuff together. See you next time.